Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl is a profound exploration of the human spirit and its capacity for finding meaning even in the most extreme conditions. Written by Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, this book is divided into two main parts. The first is a memoir of his experiences as a concentration camp inmate, and the second introduces his psychological theory known as logoterapi, which emphasizes the importance of finding meaning in life. In the first part of the book, Frankl recounts the harrowing conditions he and millions of others endured during their imprisonment in Nazi concentration camps. The physical suffering, the constant threat of death, and the loss of loved ones created an atmosphere of despair. Yet, Frankl observed that some people were able to survive the torment, while others succumbed to despair and died prematurely. The key difference, he concluded, was not physical strength or circumstance, but the ability to find meaning in life, even in the direst of situations. This leads to one of the book's central messages, that meaning can be found in any situation, no matter how painful or traumatic. Frankl's theory of logotherapy posits that the search for meaning is the primary motivator in human life, and it is through finding purpose that individuals can overcome even the most insufferable suffering. Frankl himself found meaning in his suffering by choosing to focus on the love he had for his wife, whom he was separated from in the camps. This emotional connection, though abstract and intangible, gave him a reason to keep going, even when all hope seemed lost. One of the most striking aspects of Frankl's narrative is his observation of the psychological dynamics within the camps. He noticed that those who had a strong sense of meaning or a purpose to cling to were more likely to survive. Whether it was a spiritual belief, a desire to be reunited with loved ones, or the determination to finish a piece of work, having something to live for allowed prisoners to endure unimaginable hardship. On the other hand, those who lost their sense of purpose often succumbed to despair and death. This underscores an essential insight. It's not external circumstances that determine our happiness or survival, but our internal ability to find meaning in our lives. Frankl's writing offers a fresh perspective on how we approach suffering. Rather than seeing pain as something to be avoided or eradicated, Frankl encourages us to view suffering as an inevitable part of life. What's important is how we respond to it. We can choose to give it meaning, to transform it into something that adds depth to our experience. This is an empowering message for anyone facing hardship or adversity. In the second part of the book, Frankl introduces the concept of logotherapy, which is grounded in the belief that life's meaning can be discovered in all situations. According to logotherapy, the search for meaning is more crucial than the pursuit of happiness or pleasure. Frankl explains that meaning can be found through creativity, work, relationships, and even through the attitude we take towards suffering. He stresses that people are not passive victims of their circumstances, but active participants in shaping their lives by how they respond to challenges. One of the strengths of man's search for meaning is its accessibility. Despite dealing with complex philosophical and psychological ideas, Frankl presents them in a way that is easy to understand and apply to everyday life. His personal experiences provide a powerful context for his theories, making them resonate on a deeper emotional level. The book doesn't just leave the reader with intellectual insights, but also offers a call to action, encouraging individuals to search for meaning in their own lives. However, one could argue that Frankl's view may not fully account for the complexities of modern life, where external circumstances like systemic oppression, poverty, and inequality can make it much harder for people to find meaning. While Frankl emphasizes individual responsibility, some might feel that this places too much pressure on people to find meaning in their suffering without recognizing the broader social and political context that shape their lives. Despite this, Man's Search for Meaning remains a powerful work that speaks to the resilience of the human spirit. It encourages readers to embrace the power of choice in their lives, even in the face of the most difficult challenges. The central takeaway is that we can always find meaning, even in suffering, and that meaning is what gives us the strength to endure. To conclude, Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning is not just a memoir or a psychological treatise, but a guide to living a more purposeful life. The book's central theme, that meaning can be found in every aspect of existence, is both profound and practical. Frankl's experiences in the concentration camps are a testimony to the human ability to find hope even in the darkest of times, and his message is one of empowerment, urging us to seek meaning and purpose regardless of the challenges we face. If you're someone seeking deeper understanding, or if you're in the midst of your own struggles, Frankl's work is a beacon of hope and wisdom. His philosophy teaches us that no matter the circumstances, we always have the power to choose how we respond, and in that response, we can find meaning. Remember, finding meaning in life isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for survival and for living a life that's truly worth living.